Alrighty guys, welcome to the party. So I think what we'll start doing going forward, uh, to help me better with time management and balance all the other craziness that I do here, or just do in general essentially. I think I'm gonna start just doing live streams like this. Let me know if you guys like stuff like this, because I think that's what I'm gonna start doing going forward. Because I don't have the time to build decks really off stream, to be honest, and if I do, I'm not gonna be able to get the deck where I want it anyway. Unless it's something that I'm already kind of comfortable with, or so maybe it's a type that I already kind of play, or I know something that's going to instantly work with it, kind of thing. Because I just don't have the time to, devote to with everything going on else, my personal life, work life, and then me running this channel and the other channel that I run as well too. So I thought about doing this. Plus, the whole goal of our channel is to help new and returning players. This way, you guys could see a little bit how I deck build and the deck evolves, going through testing and stuff like that. So you guys can see the stream here. We'll go build some basic versions of these decks here today, because that's usually what I try and do. Is I usually try and build the deck almost as basic as it can be, to understand how the deck works, unless it's just like extremely simple. But even that, I usually try and do that just so I can see how the deck plays, and then I can think of other stuff that goes along with the deck. So that way, if I know of other cards or the things that may with, or maybe just or if I'm a new returning player, I don't know what would go with something, right? Well, that's why I get an idea what the deck does. Okay, let me try and find something, some other videos or something on forums, other videos, things like that that may would work with this, or look up other cards that may would do, right? So that way you can kind of brainstorm from there. Or if you're returning or experienced player that's or someone that's just playing for quite a while, right? You already kind of know certain things that'll kind of mix with certain decks, whether it's be something you can splash it with, whether it be monster, spell, or trap, or extra deck, or a side deck, whatever the case may be. So I thought we might would do stuff like this. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are down in the chat. Like I said, I really don't have time to do this stuff off stream, so I thought, instead of me spending, the next few hours working on these decks off stream, I figured I'd just go ahead and do the stream, because if I do that, I'm not gonna have the time to stream if I did that. So I'm like, why not just stream it? So that way I'm able to stream today instead of canceling the stream, and then just go through and build the decks, and you guys can watch as we, throw these together, test them out, get some ideas for the deck and how we want to play it, right? Uh, just because you build a deck or play it, it doesn't have to be the best version. It has to be the way that you want it, right? Essentially, right? I'm not trying to make the deck necessarily ungodly, right? I'm trying to just, basically I want to build the deck essentially however I want to play it, whatever we go through, and build certain things. Or if I think that maybe an interesting version of the deck, right? Sometimes I'll do, spin off stuff like that, maybe. So I try and do better things like that for the channel, not just maybe how I want to play the deck, and things like that. That's stuff that I'll have to, get used to doing, me doing YouTube and things like that, because more people want to watch, the OP stuff or the crazy stuff. And I try and usually keep it simple. Sometimes, those usually the decks I don't play, like those long combo decks that a lot of people play. That's, to me, it's just too much work. I would rather keep it, like I normally do with my decks, would be in mid combo decks. So it's easy for anyone to pick up for a new returning player, and it's easy for you to, learn how to play the deck. Essentially, it's not some long, drawn out, insane combo. So I figured we'd start with Gemknights first. I know a lot of people love the Gemknights. They recently just got some new support as well that we'll be testing out here in the deck as well, and see if we can splash them, because I want to kind of try and splash them with the Adamantimators, because a good bit of them are rock. We may try and do like a pure version, and maybe try and do another version with Adamantimators. I may just go and throw Adamantimators. I'm not even sure yet. We'll see what we do live here in just a moment. I'm not even sure yet. But that's kind of my thought process so far. With that being said, I changed some of the command stuff since last night. Uh, so I want to make sure and some new ones that I added too, and see if they work here in the stream. And I trimmed the main one down, so it should be less, so it should be easier for you guys to read it now as well too. So that should help out a lot. Because before it didn't look the prettiest, so I tried to spread a few things up so it's easier for me to put things that are more in that category together for the Streamlabs commands and things like that. So it should be easier for you guys. I went through and made some new commands and things like that. Uh, but yeah, that's mostly what I did was those. Added the fun command, so it moved all the, like you guys like to, a lot of people love to play with the 8-ball and stuff like that, so you guys can now just do the command like I did the exclamation point fun, and that'll pull up like the 8 ball and stuff like that that you can do for fun to spend your points that you're earning while watching the stream. All right, with that being said, guys, that's kind of a long-winded intro, but I wanted to make sure I covered all that before we get started. So we'll go in, we'll kind of throw this together, we'll go through and test it out for anybody that wants to play for us to test out these decks we'll be testing out. But let's go through and let's finish because I was in the process of reading all the cards and all that good stuff. So we'll go through and do that, and we'll just kind of go from, we'll just kind of go from there. All right, so all right, here's the one I last because the tribute, because I like him, because he allows us to bring out anything that we need. So that helps with the fusions, or if I decide to go with, like I mentioned, and he's a rock as well too. Plus he's a 4, so he's a 4. This would be good for us to use with the Animancipators. I'm thinking about going ahead and splashing in here. And plus he's even better for them too because I contribute him, like the issue that I was discussing last night. Sometimes I struggle getting 3s, so I contribute him and just bring out the 3. I can go instantly go, like Naturia Beast. So it'd be very much easier for this deck for me to go Naturia Beast and make the deck even more consistent. So I kind of like that idea. Or if we need something for a specific fusion, like we need the big dude for one of the bigger fusions that requires, like a level 7 or higher, bam, we can go right for that. We don't have to worry about getting it from the deck. Plus that's 2450 attack on the field too, versus the 1800 we have on the field. So that's a pretty, not decent jump, but it's a pretty, somewhat jump as far as attack point wise. But yeah, we'll start with the Gemknights, guys, and then we'll move on. I'll let you guys pick whichever you want to do next. But we'll try and do all of them in the stream. I think I kind of like the I guess Valiansts or I don't know how to pronounce it, Valiansts. Horrible with pronunciations, as we all know. Um, they look pretty cool because a lot of them look like Gundams. So we may do that one next, just because I like Gundams and kind of mobile suits with. So I think we'll probably do that one next because they look really cool. So we'll see if it has enough stuff to actually throw it together. So I haven't even looked at them yet, other than I saw a few of the cards for it and they look cool. So all right, let's finish reading the cards so we can finish building the deck and play it here in a second. Alright, so this one you can banish one face-up card you control, one face-up normal monster you control to target one Gemknight fusion monster in your graveyard, special summon that card. I'm fine with that. It's a rock 2. I'm fine with that being at 1 for now. This card is treated as a normal monster while it's face-up on the field or in the graveyard. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it's a Gemini. Okay, I didn't see at the top. While this card is face-up on the field, it can be normal summon effect. Okay, so what's this effect? When this card is destroyed by opponent's monster by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add one Gemknight card. Oh, that's pretty solid. That's a Pyro though. We'll put it down here. That one's debatable. When this card is normal, one you can add one Gemknight monster from your deck to your hand. Alright, we may end up running 2 of him. Okay, let's go to the next one, guys. This card is treated as another Gemini. Okay, so we'll skip down to the main part of the effect, because if you're not familiar with the Gemini monsters, guys, what it is, you normal summon them, and then you have to re-normal summon them the next turn, unless then you have like a spell card or something like that that gives them their effects instantly, or some sort of ability, like the dragon that their fusions are with, that will give them their effects. So you would have to wait next turn to summon him, or unless then you have like double summon or something like that that lets you normal summon again for your turn for him to get his effect, if you're not familiar with how Gemini monsters work. Once per turn, you can send one Gemini card from your hand to the graveyard, then target one of your banished monsters. Now that target your hand. I don't really care for that one at the moment. We'll kind of side it down here to see. I'm just going through the cards, man. I appreciate you joining as always, Pat. Because I've never played Gemknights before, so this is actually my first time building them. I haven't watched any videos or looked at any deck profiles, so I'm just, going in this like straight up cold. But I know that they're gonna do it because they got the new support, so it'd be something we could kind of show off, and then we kind of throw in a few things together. But yeah, I'll probably do a few different versions at some point, but I'm thinking about splashing them with the Animancipators probably. Alright, so this is the new one. So let's see what the new one does. We haven't looked at the new one yet. So this is the new one that's out, because you can see it's got the OCG and it's got the beta on it. If your opponent controls a monster, you can discard this card from your hand, set one fusion continuous spell card from your deck. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extract this turn except Gemknight. Well, I think the... Okay, yeah, so it's this one. So it's the new card. So it allows us basically to set this. I'm fine with that. I think we may run that at one or two of, so we'll keep that in mind for now. Then we got Mr. Turtle. He's a rock as well. You can flip. We can add one of our fusions to our hand. All right, this one's sent from our hand to the graveyard. You can add. You can target one level 4 lower no monster card in your graveyard and special summon that target. Almost kind of see how they would do with the fossils as well, because the fossils do a lot of fusion and putting stuff in the graveyard too, and based off the graveyard and removing from play. So I think these probably would work pretty solid with the fossils. So we may look at maybe splashing some of the fossil stuff in here too, because I can already see a similarity of just going through and looking at some of the cards. We may splash maybe some fossil stuff in here, or maybe do a version where we do splash some fossil stuff in there if we don't do it in this current version. We like that. All right, let's read the other new one. So this is what this one does. It's always treated as a Gemknight card. All right, which is Brilliant Rose. You can discard one Gemknight or uh, Melodious card and special summon this card from your hand. You can only use the effect of Brilliant Rose once per turn. Once per turn, you can send one Gemknight or monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. This card becomes that name. Name, type, and attributes. That's interesting. We'll have to check on those Melody. I don't know what those are. Not familiar. Alright, so let's see. Crystal Rose. Once per turn, you can send one Gemknight. Obviously the same thing. If you do, this card's name becomes that. To the end of phase, you can banish one. So it's basically about it's about the same, not too much difference. This card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect. You can target one normal monster in the graveyard and add that target to your hand. We make it just because it's a lot of recycling. So we'll see. We'll put it down here. It's kind of debatable at the moment. I kind of like the trap card so I can fusion on their turn. Let's go through and read the fusions, guys, because I've never looked at all the fusions. So I just, what I've done is went ahead and pulled all the stuff. And that's usually what I do when I build a deck, especially with a deck that I have no knowledge of. Which I have some knowledge because I play the deck in Master Duel because it makes you play it as one of the decks. But that's the only time I've actually played this deck is on, where it makes you play it in one of the test decks in Master Duel. So let's go through and read the fusion monsters, right? Because these are going to be all of our boss monsters. To figure out, kind of get an idea of which ones we want to use, which ones we want to focus on, and that's going to give us a better idea of really how we want to build the deck. Because you could really go the way you could build the deck, then do the extra deck. I sometimes like to start with the extra deck, and then build the deck based off, how I want, the extra deck to be played, essentially. If it's a deck that's, highly focused with, playing stuff from the extra deck, essentially. You could do it vice versa, depending on how you want to do it. Sometimes I'll do deck first, then extra deck. It depends on, how much knowledge I have of the deck or stuff around it. This one, like I said, I have little to none, so that's why I went and tossed everything in here. So we can read the cards and take out what we don't like or what we think we won't use, and then we'll add in stuff to make it more of an actual deck as we go through. Alright, so this one's made with one Gemknight monster and one rock monster. So it's basically your generic fusion, and it's a level 8. So he may be playable because we can splash him with other stuff. And he's very easy for us to get out. So I could use him and easily go into like Baronet. So I kind of like that. So I'm cool with that. I could see us doing some extended plays, maybe with Emancipator, and just within this deck itself. So I think we'll probably end up keeping him. Probably one copy is all we're going to need, of course. Alright, so this one's one of more of the bigger fusions. There's three Gemknight monsters. Must be first fusion summoned with the fusion materials, which is generic cards, any fusion, okay. You can only special summon Brilliance and Diamonds. Basically just her once per turn. I wish they would just change these cards. They can only be special summoned once per turn, or this card can only be used once per turn. And they just would shorten, hey, you can only use, you can only summon this card once per turn, or you can only play this card once per turn. Instead of re-putting the name in there, I feel like that's one of still the outdated things they've done over the years that they could shorthand, especially with cards that have these longer text and stuff, and it would make it easier, I feel like, to read. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on stuff like that. I feel like they've done that in some of the other stuff. I feel like that's one of the things that maybe that's left that they could, maybe tidy up a little bit better, even if they did it a little bit different, but it could still be tidied up a little bit. Once per turn, you can send one face-up Gemknight monster you control to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon one Gemknight Fusion monster from your extra deck. Yeah, okay, so yeah, he's definitely staying. So he's difficult to get out, but he's once he's out, you can bring out one of the other ones. So he's probably easiest to go for him and then play something else. Kind of like I use Tame Editor for the Gladiator Beast. So he's basically the Tame Editor of the Gemknights. Is basically what he is. He's the Tame Editor of the Gemknights. Uh, this one I remember playing him. So if you have this card, gains 100 attack for each Gemknight monster in the graveyard. Once per turn, you can banish one level 7 or lower Gemknight fusion card from your graveyard until the end of the site. This monster, this card's name becomes that monster and replace this card with its original effects. So he's really good. Uh, so we could kind of use him as a copy card. So he's probably one of the better ones too. So we'll keep him, of course. This is the okay. So it's a little bit different. Let's see if how much they changed the effect. So this one's Gemknight Lady Rose Diamond. The first time a Gemknight monster you control would be destroyed by card effect during your opponent's turn. It would not be destroyed, which is the same as the other one. One of the other ones in here. This one I already read. When your opponent activates a monster effect, yeah. So we'll keep that one as well. And one fairy. So it's made with the new fairy one that they made. I could also see special people like myself, just myself playing Despot. You could use like Super Poly in here too, or side Super Poly. I wouldn't probably put it in the main deck. I mean, I guess you kind of could if you had something else. Well, it could be just to fusion your stuff and then a bonus. Maybe you hit your opponent's stuff and they don't expect it. So I could see that, maybe Super Poly in the side deck or the main. I wouldn't go crazy, I wouldn't go 3 copies or nothing, but maybe a copy or 2. Um, just brainstorming as we go through. All right, this one's made by Thunder Monster, so we may not end up using this one because I want to try and stay away from the Thunders if possible. Unless they've got something like one of the ones that are in the side are already Thunder. Must be fusion summon. Once per turn, you can send one Gemknight card from your hand to the graveyard to target one face-up monster from the field and destroy that target. Yeah, I really don't care for that. So we'll put it down here because it's probably gonna be one of the ones we take out. All right, so Pyro. This card must be. Card attack. Your opponent cannot activate card effects to the end of the damage step. I like that. And we have the Pyro one in here too so far. So I think we'll keep him for now. He's debatable. We may take him out, but we'll keep him for now because I like that effect. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, from the field to the graveyard, return all set spell and trap cards on the field to the hand. Oh, I love that. So that's definitely staying. That's definitely my type of move there. So he's definitely staying. All right. So the next one is Gemknight Ruby. All right. So this one's made with the Gemknight Garnet, which is Garnet. Is it like another? Make sure it's not a fusion. Okay, so it's made with him. And one Gemknight monster. Okay. Once per turn, you contribute one face-up Gemknight monster. This card gains attack on the field into the end phase of this card. Flick piercing. It does do piercing, so it's debatable. We'll see what room we have in the extra deck. If we have room, we could, probably use him. But we'll put him down as debatable. We'll just move him down. Anything with debatable guys that we're not quite sure on the fence on, we'll put down in where it's got the side deck down here, just so we don't have to re-add or refine the cards. Just, to save time from a time perspective. Must be first fusion summon with the above fusion materials. This card can attack twice during each battle phase. That's pretty cool. He only has 18, so they're going to take 36 from it. Usually if I would get like something already like that out, I've already have game with something else. So this card destroys monster by battle and sends to the graveyard. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack. We'll put him down here as debatable. I know there's one that lets them gain attack off the stuff. I think it was one of the ones they fusion with it, so he may be good if you could bump him up to like 3 or 4k, and beat over something that's like 2 or 3k, and they take the difference plus the battle damage, kind of like a Shining Flutter Wingman type of move, or just Flame Wingman type of move, I guess technically. So he's a possible. All right, so next one, this one is Aquamarine. It looks kind of cool. Alright, must be first fusion summon with the above cards. This card attacks a position monster at the end of the battle phase. at the end of the battle phase. When this card is sent from... Oh, attack. That was changed to defense. Okay, cool. So if he attacks, he's changed to defense. His defense is 2600. He only has 14 attacks, so... okay. Oh, this card is sent to the from the field to the graveyard. Target one card your opponent controls in return. If it didn't say target, I would probably play it. So we probably won't use that one. I mean, it's still potential. Is it made with the specific one? Yeah, it's made with the specific one. We want to try and limit the ones with the specific ones because I hate being trapped into certain plays. Alright, so this one's made with Gemknight, Lapis, and one Gemknight monster. Must be fusion summon. Okay, so once per turn, you can send one Gemknight monster from your main deck or extra deck to the grave. Oh, that's really good. And if you do inflict 500, really don't care about the inflicting. It's more of the sending. So we'll keep her. Which one is she made with? Is it? Okay, it's made with this one, which I like this one. Cool. Good deal. So that works out perfectly with the other moves I've already kind of got in mind for the deck. With, like I said, probably throwing in the Adamanticators in it a little bit. So I think she's gonna work very. I think she's gonna work very well with that. Let's go, man. We're going through in deck building, and we'll go through and test out all of the ones I listed in the title, man, as we go through the stream. Uh, as you guys watch, this will be my first time playing any of these decks, other than this deck, because obviously it's in Master Duel. They make you play for one of the story mode decks, but other than me played in the story mode, right? This is my first time reading any of these cards or things like that. So that's why I'm going through and reading the cards because we want to make sure it's important we know what they do. And that's what I do when whether it's especially here on Omega, right? I'll add all the cards for you guys that are just tuning in, and then I'll start taking stuff out that I don't think we're going to need, or in this case, what I've started doing, some of the ones that are debatable, I put them down at the side deck. They're not actually going to be used in our side deck, right? But there's stuff that I may just want to, move back up here, or maybe I want to move back to the main deck, right? Things like that, so we don't have to go through and search for the cards over again. So it's easier for you, especially for like it's our first time building something like this, and it just yet again saves time. All right, so Gemknight Sapphire. So Sapphire is made with a Gemknight monster. See, I love these ones that are non-specific. It is made with a light monster that we don't have any. Well, I think the fairy one is a light monster, right? She's Earth. Okay, so it has to be one of these rose. One of the roses are the lights. Okay, so we'd have to use it with one of them. Must be fusion summon with the during the, which could be a good one for Super Poly, because that would be a good Super Poly target, because the light's a very common used one. During the main phase, you can normal summon or set one monster in addition to. Oh, see, I like that one. Okay, so we'll definitely keep this one. I like this. Because a lot of the times, especially when I do throw in the Emancipator stuff, all the times if we can just normal summon again, whether it be a tuner or Guardian or whatever it may be, or even one of the Gemknights themselves, right? Because a lot of them have effects they trigger on summon. So I like that. That's a good one. So we'll definitely keep this one. I like that. See if we can make it work with the deck. 2 level 4s. We'll probably end up taking this one out. Alright. So this one is their Link monster. I'm surprised they haven't made another Link for the deck. I know they made the new fusion we looked at and the spell and 2 monster cards, but I'm surprised they didn't make another Link. Alright, so this is made with 2 Gemknights, so a nice generic card for us. Should be very easy to get out because this deck spams the field and recursions back to the field and hand. So should be fairly easy for us to play. This card is Link Summon. You can add 1 Gemknight card from your deck to your hand. So that's really good because it says 1 Gemknight card. So we could add one of the fusion cards, we could add one of the spell, trap, or monster cards. So basically it's kind of like Test Panther for the Gladiator Beast. So I like that. That's a very universal effect we can use, so that's definitely staying. Let's see what else it does. You can pay 1,000 life points to fusion summon 1 Gemknight monster from the extra deck by using you can fusion 1 Gemknight fusion monster from the extra deck by shuffling fusion materials in your possession listed on it into your deck, but they are onto it into your deck that are banished or in the graveyard, but it cannot attack directly this turn. Oh, so it's pretty cool. That's really good. So we'll definitely leave that. I think one of them is sufficient. All right, so I think we'll stick with just 1 copy of them each until we see how the deck plays, and then we can kind of change it up from there. So I think we've got the main ones that we want to keep from the Gemknight side of things. And eventually at some point, guys, I'll do multiple versions of this deck. Because I can already see, like I mentioned before, mixing them with the fossils and stuff like that. I don't know if we'll do that now, but we'll see what happens. All right, so we got all that stuff. Let's try and look at the. I hate it jumped. These Melodocious cards that it's got listed too, because I don't think I've ever heard of them. Let's see if there's anything else in there that we may could use for this deck. All right, so these are okay. So these are fairies. Okay. To control a Melodious monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon one once per turn. Okay. If you control a monster, you can special summon one level 4 limit monster from your hand or deck. Oh wow. You can only use. You cannot special summon monsters this turn. Activate this except for. Okay. So that kind of locks you. This card is special. If this card is special summon. This special summon card is on the field. Monsters you control cannot be targeted by card effects. What about it? Dang, that's really good. Alright, cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. Also, you take no battle damage. Dang, that's insane. This card battles a special summon monster. If the damage occurs, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference between the monster's original attack and the. Dang, that's insane. That's a really good card. Alright, we already looked at the rose. We already looked at that. Dude, these are really good. I've never seen these. For these fairies, these are really good. The downside is they lock you into them. I've seen this one before, because it lets you special summon another fairy. That was the only one that I've seen or heard of before. I didn't know there was like more of them though. Okay, so yeah, I don't see a way of splashing these in there because this deck basically would lock us out of everything with this deck. Uh, Alright, so this card is special summon. When you control a monster, you can add one polymerization from your deck or graveyard to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a fusion material, as a fusion monster, you can target one. See, that one wouldn't be too bad. So that one would be splashable. We'll put it down here because it's potentially splashable with this. Whether we use it or not, completely different story. When this card is special summoned, you can target one monster in your graveyard, except this. You can add it to your hand. You can only use once per turn. You can fusion summon one monster for action. You can only. Maybe. Yeah, this card is treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a fairy monster. Dude, I could use that in my, because I could get her out probably pretty easily. For the Dark Lord and get out, dang. Because I could just special summon her out, tribute him, play him, trigger his effect, dang, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. He's a rock, right? Yeah. I don't see it having any use for the stuff that we're doing now, though. Once per turn, you can target one fairy monster in your graveyard at your hand. You cannot activate. Alright, yeah, we wouldn't use that. If controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is destroyed by battles in the graveyard, you can. That's splashable. If you control a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. This card is special summon. It's potentially splashable, so we'll toss it down here. Alright, so that's all of them. That's the first time I've heard of that archetype. Looks very interesting. We may have to check that out at some point too. Definitely not today, of course, but maybe at a different time. Alright, so let's do. Alright, let's try and add all these in. So we'll try and see if we can do the punk stuff later on too, guys. We'll see if we maybe can get to that if we have time. Alright, so that we want 2 of them because it's kind of one of the main ones. One of them. Alright, let me special summon from hand. 2 water. Um, I'll go 3 maybe. Maybe the field spell if needed. Friends. Alright. Alright. Need more spells. That. Well, I kinda actually need more monsters actually. I think we'll just risk it with the 2 in this for now. We have what, 2, 3, 4, 7. We could do different ones, so maybe reasoning in here. What other stuff do we need? We may have to cut some of these out. Uh, I'm not sure why it's so low, man. It's all the way up, like, no, it's same as it was yesterday. I'm trying to turn the volume up on the stream maybe and see if that'll help. I don't think any of that's... Let me make sure none of that's been changed. I don't think it has. I wonder if that's any different, guys, if that's any better, Nick, or... Let me try and turn maybe the game's audio down a little bit. So the game's not as loud. Alright, so we got them in. I appreciate you letting me know, man. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but hopefully that fixed it for you. Alright, so... Okay, cool, good deal. Alright, so I'm on debate on these guys here, so... You can discard this card. You can discard one Gemini. See, those are made with light. That's the only downside. I think this one was made with light, right? No, which one was it? Yeah, this one. Yeah. I'm really surprised they didn't make this one light, because she's a fairy. That would have made sense. I don't know. I think we're gonna take these out, guys, because I really don't see the use for them in the decks. Yeah, I think we're gonna bounce. I think we're gonna bounce those out. Alright, you can banish this face-up card you control and one other normal monster you control and target one monster. I don't know, I feel like it's too risky for that. I think we go that. I think we go 3 of these guys. Yeah, I think we keep that. Alright, then I think we do... Alright, let's go reset. Let's go... favorites. Yeah, anytime, man. Anytime. See, a lot of these are Earth. See, if we kept strictly to like the Earth stuff, we could play like I used to play in the deck, the Block Golem. Block Golem would be pretty good with this deck because you could just bring back a bunch of the Gemknights and then just refusion again if you have another one with fusion cards. So that would be a really good card potentially for this deck if we stuck with the All Earth or just happen to get them out before we put any of the other stuff in graveyard. Most of it is Earth, so we probably could. We'll put it down here. It's potential. All right. We'll start looking for some cards to actually side, and then we'll put in Duster just in case we go second or something. Foolish. I'm trying to think of anything that could be foolish that would help us. I think we'll get rid of Mr. Turtle. Um, Fusion deployment would lock us into fusions though. Would be the I think it does lock us into fusions, right? I think I have it in here, don't I? Unless we can find a sec, but I think it does lock us into fusions, which would lock us out of the synchros. And a lot of them don't. Well, some of them do, but most of them don't have specific monsters for us to bring out either. We would be very limited to what we could bring. I mean, it still would help we get an extra card on the field, but uh, I could add instead like unexpected die or something and get about the same result, and we wouldn't be locked. We wouldn't be locked into fusions in case we wanted to go for our synchros for the Adamantipator stuff. I do that. Then we throw. Oh, nah, leave out Crystal Wing. Let's go. Because we need Granite. Granite to be on the safe side, because Granite can help extend our plays. Um, we definitely want Naturia Beast in here. I do want to put. I need to take a card out though. Is the question. I could get him easily out though. I think I need to get rid of one of these, the new one, or I think this does both, doesn't it? Let's see. First time a Gemknight card would be destroyed by a card effect. It's not destroyed when your opponent activates a monster card effect. What's the other part effect of this one? Because they're both made with 3, right? No, this one's made with a fairy. So this one's easier to get out. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, no, man, you always mix it up, use between YouTube and Twitch. Let's see. I don't know. We took the fairies. Well, I took all of them out but that one. So I think we probably take that out. This one's harder to get out because it's 3 monsters, but alright, I think we do that. Monster Born. The Reasoning, we already have that. Alright, we need some more monsters in here. Let's do G-U-A-R-D, Guardy. Oh, right, I forgot. I need to reset. Unfortunately, I suck at spelling. Here, let me just make sure we save that first. Okay, there we go. So, there he is. All right, so two of them, at least. That. Um, maybe we do go the third one here. Maybe we do go three. All right, so I think we got that good. Hang on. Let's see. He's what? He's a 10, right? 10. We're looking for synchro. Yep, there he is. Add him there, so we won't have to find him since I'm horrible with spelling. Alright, so him, that. Alright, good deal. Alright, so I think we get rid of most of all this stuff here that we threw down here earlier now. We'll leave those, leave double dark ruler. Alright, triple friends, maybe then go, it's too late by then. Call by Zeus, because we can out stuff. Let's do. Alright, I think Zeus is cool. I'm trying to think something that's good for us. Never heard of it, man. What was it about? We have the Dark Rulers, we have that. What else I could put in here? Maybe Phoenix for backup to, I think that's good enough for us to test it and see how it does. Then we can kind of figure out, more of a perfect side deck and stuff like that later on. Oh, you up for a dual pat so I can test it out? We got some of the new stuff in here, guys. Other stuff, the new stuff I didn't really see a point of using. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see. We'll try and use that. Let's see. I'll try and send you an invite and see if you're. So we'll try and play the Gemknight guys a few duels, and then we'll move on to one other deck, so we can kind of use a variety of new stuff. So we got the Gemknight, some of the new support in here. We'll see how we do it. This is my first time ever using this outside of the story mode deck and Master Duel. Alright, so we're playing the Mystery Rune deck. Okay. Alright. Damn, I ain't got none of our other cards. How do we want to do this? I think we summon him, right? Well, I think we know I should actually do this first. Alright, so that's gone. What's on you can add one. I probably should have played that first, actually. Now that I think about it, but oh well. Alright, so we're gonna try and go Armadillo. Alright, he's gonna negate it. You both hit 2 Seekers, wow. It's about an artist and his, not girlfriend, but who's a bit of a bully. English dub dropped recently, so I've been rewatching it. Oh, okay. Is it like on Netflix or Hulu or something? Oh, it's my turn. Alright, so we'll go Friends here, guys. Alright, that's about all we have. I think most of the tuners have gotten removed from play in this one. Alright, so we'll end our turn. Oh, okay, gotcha. Let's see. We lost one of the researchers, and the last of them. And we've lost a decent amount of the tuners too, which is not good. Ah, it's the tuner one. going with the Mega Phantom combo. Okay. We're using the testing out the new Gemknight, some of the new Gemknight stuff, Grim, and Pat's playing the new Mystery Rune stuff. We'll build some other decks and stuff like that here in a little bit as well. Yeah, I really needed that monster born. I guess I should have kept it in my hand. Savage. Okay, that's about what I expected. So get back him. And the second one's gonna be a problem. I was fine with him. Yeah, I'm really gonna needed that monster born. His mirror looked like he was glitched under that. That's what it looked like there for a second. He's gone. Alright, draw. Go Guardian. Or maybe I should have went double. Because he still can just destroy if he has a spell in hand. Yeah, but if I did the E-Hero stuff, that would... I definitely need to do that. Maybe it would take too long because there's just so much E-Hero stuff. Uh, like I could spend a whole stream like just doing an E-Hero deck. Dang, I really needed that monster born. I shouldn't have said it. I think this is still the best play that we have, so we take it. Don't. Dang, I really needed that. What do we have left in the deck? As expected. Alright, so get rid of that. Alright, we'll have to pass it back to you, Pat. So we got most of our stuff removed from play. That's what's hurting us. Yeah, he's gone. I needed him. We've watched. And most of the tuners are gone. Most of our other monsters are gone too, so. I don't see us coming back from this one. Got that. Yeah, he's gonna run us out of cards. Um, um, what do we have left is the question. Those are gone. Our fusions. We definitely needed him. That's what, two. The third one's still left in deck, and we drew the worst possible draw. We have to go effect, unfortunately. Yeah, it's game. Um, Alright, so we'll go on to the next one, guys. See if we can get something going. We couldn't really do anything this duel. I should have played the Friends first at the start of it, and I should have kept the Reborn in my hand. That would have given us somewhat of at least something we could, you know, maybe play something from the extra deck at least. Mm-mm. Let's go ahead and end our turn for time purposes. Nothing we can do anyway. All right. Continue. You know what? Let's swap them in because most of them are that. What do I not need? We're not really fusion a lot, so. All right. Let's see what these guys do. I have no choice. Yeah, I think we need to limit some of the Gemknight stuff. That's probably what I need to do if I ever was to fully build this version. Alright, we can go straight for 6. What are we going to do? I guess so. Alright, we get to special summon the other one. Um, the big dude's a 7, right? Suit if your opponent controls a monster. Oh, hey Tim, how are you doing today? So, let's see. Too much pitch into the time, too. Alright, so you can choose one non extra deck by using the materials from your deck. From your deck as material, so you cannot special the monster. I think we do that because I still get to draw a card. Yes, there we go. Good deal. Yeah, do that. Alright, so we'll continue, guys. We'll go researcher. Oh, that sucks. Hit all of the tuners. What the hell? I think I need a. I'm probably gonna regret not running two of them in here like I originally thought. 'Cause he's a 7, right? Yeah, I need to put the second one in here. I just needed them in the graveyard. Um, dang. I needed them in the graveyard. So we need to fix that part of the deck, guys. So I need to put it, fix whack and dump it into the graveyard a different way. Because we're not able to do our fusions. We need to be able to fusion much better than we've been doing. So we need to figure out why we're not fusion and fix that part of the deck. Can I? Alright, we don't have Gemknights. We'll have one. Oh, it is there. Okay, cool. So yeah, do that. So do that. Let's go. Alright, good deal. So that's what we need to figure out. I need to figure out, or either we need to add another level 3. Yeah, we need to figure out what to do more with the Gemknights. So I feel like we've got the Emancipator part probably fixed about right, but we don't have the Gemknight portion of the deck correct. All right, so here's the thing. I don't know if I chance it still or I wait. I'm gonna take a chance and negate it. Okay, you had to him again. That's why I had a feeling you probably did. That's why I started not to. The one time I choose probably probably not to negate it be the one time you only have one of them in hand. Oh, we want to get a chance to drop the new cards on one that I have in here. Yeah, that's what I started to wait for was that one. Hey, I appreciate the follow, Tim. But yeah, I think we'll fix it up a little bit, guys, and I think we'll do one more duel with it, and then I think we'll move on to one of the other new decks, whether it be the Labyrinth or the Valiansts, or however you pronounce them. We'll try out next. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, yeah, they're really good. The Fluffles. All right, bring back Despot number one. All right, there's Savage. All right, so looks like you got that part perfected of that. Then Baronet again. He had to get stuck in my hand. I just needed them in the deck. I had to draw the only card we needed in deck, and we'd been fine. Oh dang, double Herald. Oh, I was about to say, what was it doing into the game? Kind of glitched there for a second. Draw two, discard one. Okay. All right, you're gonna destroy him. That's fine. All right, draw. All right. Maybe we should have waited for that one for that first then. All right. It's gonna go Baronet, negate him. Yeah, it's gonna be game. Um, I need to be to get over him. If I get over him, I'd be fine, or maybe fine. Uh, hmm. Yeah, that's what's gonna stop me is that. Well, no, I actually could. I actually got an idea. I got an idea actually. If he doesn't have the counter for this actually will work. Actually, never mind. I take that back. I take that back. Because he just negates, right? He doesn't destroy it, right? Yeah, it just negates. Perfect. We will. What have in the grave already? Already got one of him. So yeah, dump one of the normals. All right, so you had that. Okay. So you'll end up being to stop it. All right. Dang, all that just because I drew him in hand. The one card I needed in deck. That's crazy, man. I figured running one of them would be enough, but I mean, I can't believe of all cards we drew it. So we'll have to figure out how to fix that and the rest of the Gemknight stuff, because we're not really getting into the Gemknight stuff. Because I want it to be to do really either vice versa, right? Either I get like a lot of Gemknight stuff or even a mixture of a hand. I can do either or, right? Um, that's kind of the idea I have. So yeah, it's gonna be game. There's no way I can get past this. So yeah, we need to fix it. Our Gemknight stuff is really just holding the deck back, and we're just basically playing a watered down and Emancipator deck. That's why we're not able to do nothing. Alright, so I'm going to bounce him back. Seeker in attack mode. Unless there's anything monsters left in the deck really that we could. Alright, well, attempt to go main phase 2. Attempt to go Seeker effect. Alright, I'll finally get rid of one of them. Good deal. Okay, well, that's progress. Alright, get rid of Seeker. Alright. I don't know if there's anything left for us to draw. Maybe the last one we have. 1, 2, 1. Yeah, 3. I think we have... Yeah, we have 1 left in deck. We have 1 left in deck. Alright, that's gonna be game. Yeah, we'll have to figure it out, guys. I'm not sure why we're not able to... Good game, man. Let's go... Because we're not fusion. Like basically, all the Gemknight stuff did was slow us down a lot. Let's take him out. I don't think I'm playing any of the big ones that need it, right? We have the Pyro type, dude. We have an Aqua monster, so it's very easy for us to play that one. Which one? Here, let's just throw in the second Lapis. Alright, good deal, man. Yeah, I'll build another deck here in a little bit for a test out. Let's see. I think we'll take this one out, because we don't have anything light in here, right? We don't have anything in here like that, so yeah, take that out. Alright, so that's gone. That. Roll with, I think, the 1 Phoenix. Alright. Oh, nice, man. From your deck to your hand, then apply one of the following effects. See, that's pretty good. Maybe I need to play 3 of them or something. Let's side the trap card. But yeah, we gotta figure out a way to get more of our Gemknights in play. I think we may take that out as well. Let's check them out again. From controls a monster, you can fusion summon 1 non-rock monster fusion from your extra deck using monsters from the deck. So that would be fine, because it would, you know, you could at least do that your turn and then go off with them. monster from your extra use monster from your hand or side of the monster. This card is in the graveyard. You can banish one Gemknight monster from the graveyard and add this to your hand. So we have the reasoning too. So maybe what? Run to them. 3 of them. Maybe. Um, these to me these weren't that good. That's why I took them out. Once per turn, you can send one Gemknight or Medos monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, this card names becomes it to the end phase. Basically, like one of the fusion cards that have the specific name monsters, you could basically foolish it, and uh, you basically could foolish it and copy it essentially. All right. I think that's good. So we go. I think that works. 2 threes, the 1/4. There's gotta be an easy way to fusion these guys, man. If your opponent controls a monster, you can discard this card and set. If this card is used as material as a fusion monster and sent to the graveyard or banish, you can add one Gemknight monster from your graveyard to your hand. Except, see, it's not bad. I'm fine with running the one copy, even still with this. It's a fairy. What's the fairy this? We could play with the other stuff. I don't know. Let's check the fossil stuff. FOSSI. All right, there we go. Yeah, because I really think doing let's do a fossil build version with them, guys. Let's do a mixture. We got this one. We can work on. Let's do. Or do we want to move? What time is it? Yes, oh, it's already 7. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on. We'll try out a different deck, and I'll work on this one. Try and work on this throughout the week, and so next week we can test and redo this one. We've got it about there. We've got like half of it fixed. We need to fix the other half. Uh, so I think this is a good starting point for us. So I think we'll leave this here. This is a good starting point for us to return next week. Let's work on another new deck. Let's try these because they look like cool little robots that I liked. Maybe I misspelled it. VAL. Here we go. I don't know if there's enough cards for us to play them though. All right, let's put them all in here. Like I said before, so usually what I do is just throw everything in, and then we'll see what they do. He's not one. Obviously, he's not one. Well, all right. All right. So let's see what these guys do. They look pretty cool. I usually don't play pendulums either, so it'd be some mix up from what we normally would play. Let's check out the extra deck first, and then we'll read the main deck stuff that's out so far. Uh, see if we can do this, maybe make it bigger. All right, so this is Valiant's Genesis Grand Duke, I guess is how you pronounce him. He looks pretty cool. During your main phase, you can activate one of the following effects. Special summon one. Special summon this card from your. Special summon this card to your main monster zone in this card's column. Move one monster in your main monster zone to an adjacent monster zone. You can only use this effect once per turn. Alright, so the next one is his regular effect, right? His non-pendulum effect. Yeah. Okay, that's his pendulum effect. This is his regular effect. Must be either fusion summoned or special summoned from your face down extra deck by attributing. I guess it says face down, so I guess it gets returned. You can't redo it. It has to be resent back to the actual extra deck. By attributing one level 5 or higher fusion Valis monsters in the same column as either an extra monster zone. Well, basically you can swap them out, basically. So you can swap it out from the another extra card from the extra card deck or another one of the pendulums and swap it into that. If this card is special summon, you can target one monster in your opponent's spell and trap card zone and return it. Oh, I love it. It says return. It doesn't. So it doesn't target. Uh, Never mind. It does target. So it does target. Turn one card in your opponent's spell and trap card zone. Return it. To hit if you do inflict damage equal to that. Okay, so that one's not too crazy. He looks cool, but he really doesn't. That's really not too good of an effect. Lesson, we'll see what the rest of them do. Maybe it'll hopefully all tie in. Alright, so for his pin effect, you can special summon this card from your main monster zone and this card's column. We can move one monster in your main monster zone adjacent. So basically the same as the others, so they have the same pendulum effect. Alright, so this one's fusioned, making 3 Valiant monsters. During the main phase, quick effect, you can target one effect monster in your opponent's main monster zone. Place that opponent's monster in their column as a continuous. If this card is already in that zone, destroy it. And if you do and it was a monster card, your opponent loses attack equal to its attack. You can only use this effect. Well, these cards are insane. Alright, so that's what all of them do. Let's resort these. Let me go ahead and name the deck while we're at it too. Alright, let's see what the spell cards actually do first. See if we can get a better idea of what the... Oh, they have two... They have two field spells. Okay, that's rare. So they have two different field spells, guys. Let's see what the field spells do. So Valiant's Vord, I guess Combing Whisson, something like that. When this card is activated, place one Valiant's field spell from your deck face up on your opponent. Oh dang, on your opponent's side of the field, except for basically this card. I wish they just would change except for this card or something like that, so they don't have to put the whole name out. If there are two or more cards in the field zone, the turn player can target one effect monster in their opponent's main monster zone, and the same column as their turn player controls the player monster face up. Just so confusing. It's because there's a lot to read. Alright, so let's see what the other one does. When this card is activated, place one's field spell from your deck face up on your opponent's side of the field, except for uh, this one. If there are two more cards, same thing in the field zone, that the turn player can target one monster card in the spell and trap card zone. That player special summons it to the main monster zone, and its column. This can only be used effect once per turn. That's crazy. So this deck seems like it's going to focus more on columns. And there are already some cards that focus on columns, like spell card wise at least, and I know some, I think monster card effect wise too. So I think that's all this deck's going to do is focus on columns, guys. That's what it seems to be so far. Yeah, I don't think none of these are 5, so... They'll water though, so we'll put it down here, see if it's usable. Alright, so let's read the other spell cards real quick. This is a continuous one. So exactly one monster is banished from your graveyard. No other cards are banished at the same time. Except during the damage step, you could send from your deck to the graveyard one monster that has a different attribute from the banished monster. Okay. So we can kind of toss something. Balance four of the Land of Beginning. Add one Valance field spell from your deck to your hand, then you can destroy one pendulum monster you control. If you do, add one switch from your deck to your hand during the main phase, except the turn this card is destroyed. So that's pretty good. We probably would play at least two copies of that. And you're probably going to play at least 2 to 3 copies of them. Right, so yeah. Yeah, so much to read, man. We may just go ahead and do, I think we'll go ahead and save these for another time. Let's do the Labyrinth stuff. I know some people are interested in that. We'll save this for another time because there's a lot of reading, and it'll take a while for us to read and then build the deck. So we'll save these for next week, guys, and we'll try and test these out next week. They look interesting, but and very different, so and I like the artwork. Let's move on. Let's do, and I saved that there, so that'll be there for now. Let's go ahead and do Labyrinth instead. Labyrinth is a lot more easier to understand, and it looks like it's got as many cards, if not more, so. Alright, good deal. Right? Yeah. But yeah, let me know if you guys like stuff like this. If you guys like me to do more streams like this where we just kind of take a look at some of the new decks once they're added here in Omega. We just kind of maybe throw them together like we're doing here live and then, kind of play test them until we get them how we want. Because I think that's what I'll do more often if you guys like seeing stuff like this. I mean, granted, the stream's a little bit slower, but at least, right, we're looking at some of the new cards, reading their effects, going over what's coming soon. So, all right, we got that. Let's go ahead and save it. All right, let's reorganize it, resave them. All right, so let's go through. Let's read the spell and trap cards first because there's only 4 total, and then we'll read the monsters next. So, all right, let's kind of organize them first. Okay, those are just regular. Okay, so let's read the field spell. The field spell looks like it's pretty wordy. Oh, it looks like that on the card, but it's actually not. Okay, so for the field spell, guys, Labyrinth. You can activate a non-labyrinth normal trap, except during the damage step. You can special summon one fiend monster from your hand or graveyard. If you activate a set welcome labyrinth uh, normal trap card, you can add this card. Wait, you can add this additional effect to its effect when it's resolved. So wow, destroy one card on the field. You can only use the effect of this once per turn. So it's a hard once per turn. Let's see. I also added in keywords that you guys like. Maybe have noticed I added some keywords where like things like that will cause things to pop up in chat. So I figured that way if anyone like new joins in or even just you guys as well that tend to watch me more regularly, anything that you need, it's right. So yeah. Yeah, Kingman. Hey man, welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, we're going through and reading a lot of the new cards, some of the new archetypes, and we're throwing them together and testing them out, doing a quick, just a kind of quick first minute testing. All right, let's go to the quick play spell card. So we only have 2 spells. Target 2 of your Labyrinth spell and traps that are banished and or in your graveyard, except for Labyrinth setting. Shuffle them into the deck. Then if you control a fiend monster, you can set a non-Labyrinth normal trap with different names directly from your deck equal to the number of cards shuffled. Oh, that's really good. You can only basically use one of them once per turn. Okay. All right, fair welcome, Labyrinth. That's too funny. Alright, when a monster declares an attack while you control a fiend monster, target one card on the field and negate that attack. And if you do, destroy that target, and then you can set one non-labyrinth normal trap directly from your deck. So these are kind of like trap tricks. Uh, it's kind of like trap tricks, but a little bit different. That's basically what this reminds me of. So when you activate a set normal trap card, except basically this card effect becomes the normal. Oh dang, yeah, this card becomes the normal trap card's effect that. when that card is activated. Also, your opponent takes no damage from card effects until the end of their next turn after this card resolves. That's crazy, but that's a very OP trap card too. Alright, so welcome Labyrinth. Special summon one Labyrinth monster from your deck. You also cannot special summon monsters from the deck and extra deck until the end of the next turn after this card resolves, except Fiend monsters. If a monster leaves the field by your normal trap card's effect while this card is in your graveyard, except the turn that it was sent to the graveyard, you can set this card. Okay, cool, so you can reset this one. I haven't looked at the new Morensis support, but the deck's already already pretty broken as it is. All right, so let's go through and let's look at the monster cards now, guys. All right, so this one is the Labyrinth of Silver Castle. Your opponent cannot activate monster card effects in response to the activation of your normal. Dang, that's insane. Of your normal traps. Holy crap. You can only activate. Wait. You can only use each of the following effects of Labyrinth Silver Castle once per turn. You can target one normal trap card in your graveyards, dude, and set it to the field. But it cannot be activated unless you control a a fiend monster. If a monster leaves the field, you buy a normal trap effect on the turn. You can destroy one. You can destroy one card. Dang, that's real good. All right, so their boss monster is really good. Oh, he looks pretty cool. We'll do so we can look at the artwork real quick. So that's what she looks like. The Archfiend, Servant, another Servant, kind of stove, the clock. Just so you guys can kind of see the artwork really quick, since I know it's kind of harder to see when I had the text up and I'm trying to read it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about some of the changes that I made to Streamlabs. I've got it where it's easier for you guys to be able to get the commands and stuff like that. Let me know if you guys like it, or maybe don't like it, or maybe feel like I need to tweak it just a little bit. You know, we're still testing all that stuff out. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on it. Try to make it easy where I don't have to type the commands for you or mention it during the stream, just so Streamlabs kind of, does more of the heavy lift, more of the heavy lifting in that area, if that makes any sense. All right, so let's read Archfiend. All right, so for Archfiend, he gains 400 attack for each normal trap card with a different name. Ooh, that's really good. I like that. And your graveyards. That's going to add up very fast. Monsters your opponent controls cannot target fiend monsters. Dude, you can't attack except for him. Oh, that's cool. Uh, you can only use each of the. If a trap card is activated, you can special summon. Wait, if a trap card is activated except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can target one set trap card that activates only when an opponent. Wait, you can activate one normal trap card that activates only when an attack is declared directly from your deck. You could freaking play like Mirror Force. It's like, I'm just gonna go ahead and Mirror Force you, destroy all your monsters. Oh, that's too funny. That'd be too funny. Oh man. Alright, so you can send one normal trap from your hand or set your side of the field to the graveyard special summon. One level 4 lower fiend monster from your deck in defense position, except for this card. If a monster leaves the field by a normal trap, except during the damage, you can draw one card. You can special summon one fiend monster or someone's spell trap. Dude, that's crazy. Alright, so the other level of, dang, she's got 2100 defense. That's cool. Her attack's okay at 1600. That's not too bad. If this card is normal summon special summon, you can add one Labyrinth card from your. Oh, that's good. Uh, Deck your hand except this. If a monster leaves the field by your normal trap card, you can draw it. Same thing basically to you. So we're going to probably run into three copies of both of them. They're really good. All right, so let's see what this one does. So this one is a level 3 quick effect. Okay, so quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the hand or field to the graveyard and discard one card. Discard one card. Set one Labyrinth spell or trap directly from your hand or deck if a monster leaves the field by normal trap effect while this card is in your graveyard. You can add this card. Dude, so you could like do like Needle Sealing or like Torrential Tribute, and then you would just add him back. You could just add this card back to your hand. That's crazy. Alright, so here's another one that's quick effect. So this one is the stove. So quick effect, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, same as the last one. Same thing, discard a card and then set one of your spell traps directly from your hand or deck. This one does if a normal monster leaves the field by your normal trap card while this card is in the graveyard, except during the damage step. You can special summon this card. Oh, that's cool. So he special summons himself, where he's a little bit different. So he special summons. This one lets you basically add it back to your hand. So he special summons, add back to hand. I'm surprised they didn't make them both level 3s. I'm surprised they made that one level 2. Alright, so the clock, the last one we haven't looked at yet. So this one's another quick effect. So you can discard this card from this way. You can discard this card. This turn while you control a Labyrinth monster, you can activate one normal trap card. The turn it was set. Holy crap. Uh, you can send a card from your hand to the graveyard to activate a normal trap card or a Labyrinth card effect, except for basically himself. While this card, this is gonna be a really insane archetype. Holy wow. All right, so we'll look at some normal traps we can do. So I think I'm gonna run two of him. I think we may just stick for the one of her for now. You're gonna want three of her, three of her. Uh, let's see. I think we'll probably do at least two of him. If this card sent to the graveyard, no trap. So I think we'll do. I think we go three of them maybe. Three of them. Yeah, this one's gonna be very interesting, man. It's gonna be very, very interesting. um. All right, so we got them thrown in. What does the clock do again? I think we may just run one of him for now, and just to see how he plays with the deck. And that's why I like doing stuff like this, guys, and try and keep. Usually when I build a deck, or like especially these new archetypes that come out, I try and keep it as pure. Like the first build I do is like pure as possible. And then in this case, right? Obviously we can't build a full deck, a 40 card deck with, what, 12 cards, 4, 8, yeah, 12 cards. Uh, so obviously we're gonna splash some stuff with it, obviously. But that's what I try and do is try and keep it as pure as possible how the deck's meant to be run so I can get ideas and then if we want to spin it or combine it with something else we can usually try and do that at that time. But I do that so I can try and better understand how the deck works and you learn better understand the deck's supposed to flow and combo and all that good stuff. So you have a better understand how the deck's supposed to play or can play, I guess, however you want to look at it. Alright, so back to the clock. So the clock says if you can discard this card, it's turn, you control Labyrinth monster, it is a normal trap card. Oh, set. Okay, yeah, that's really good. So we'll do probably three of the clock, right? So I think three clocks. We'll leave the one stove. I think we run one stove for now just to see how it plays. Okay, so we got three of them, three stoves. Field spell again, you can activate a non. If you activate a non-or trap card, you can special one fiend monster from your hand or graveyard. Okay, yes, we want three of them. So we're going to want three of them. Our spell card, you can target two of your Labyrinth spell trap cards that are banished and or in your graveyard. Shuffle them into the deck. If you do, then if you control a fiend monster, you can set a non-Labyrinth or trap card. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. So I think we'll run, what, maybe two of them. Monster declares attack. While you have a fiend monster, target one monster in the field negates attack, and if you do destroy that, then you can set one non. I kind of like that. Uh, let's run two of these. I think we run two of them. When this card is, when you activate a set normal trap card, except this card effects becomes the, wait, when you activate a set normal trap card, this card effects becomes that normal trap card effect when that card is activated. Also, your opponent, wait, is it saying it doubles the trap card? Essentially, right? Because when you activate a set normal trap card, except obviously this card becomes the effect of the normal trap. So you get double. We'll have to see. I'm pretty sure there's some way to abuse this. Uh, so we'll maybe bump it up to two. Let's see what the other one does. I can't remember what the welcome does. Special one Labyrinth monster from your deck. Oh yeah, we probably want multiple of these in here then. One Labyrinth monster from your deck. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the deck or extra deck until the end of the next turn. If a normal monster leaves the field, yeah, we're gonna want at least probably. We're at 26. I probably could run three copies. All right, so we have two of them. I think we got about the monster ratio right for the deck itself, and I think this feels good. I'm happy about that so far. So that looks pretty good. All right, so let's do. All right, let's filter it to some. Oops. Let's filter it to traps. Uh, normal traps. All right, so we have 58 pages of normal trap cards. So we want to look at. Let's do control special one monster from your hand. That's the same level. So that would be pretty interesting. Rival peers. So they play level 4, bounce one of the level 4s out. Let's set that face down because I actually kind of like that. So for one of our non-ones, because right, most people are going to play obviously a level 4, and then if I get us, if we spam one of the level 4s out, it's going to allow us to Uh, I could send one normal trap card from my hand. I can send one normal trap from my hand or set to my side of the field at the graveyard. Then I could special summon a 4 with Fiend in defense. Then if a monster leaves the field by a trap card, basically I can cycle it out and draw. So I think she does pretty much the same thing. You can add one, yeah, you can add one Labyrinth card from your deck. So this allows us to pull. So I could go her, go that, pull a card. Uh, They could probably set it and then activate it or something. So I kind of like that. So we'll leave this down here. That's definitely debatable for us to use, especially if we can get one of the higher ones out, especially at the level 8. The 8's very common number, 4 is very common. Um, so I kind of like that. So we'll keep that here for now. We're interested in that. All right. So regular traps. I don't see anything else on here that would be decent for us. Ooh, these would be pretty good for the amazement stuff kind of pulls and cycles. I didn't even think about that. We could probably throw some amazement stuff in here. Uh, as well because they pull as well. Uh, that actually be pretty good. Let's put that down here. That's actually a good idea. We may mix it with some of the because that's a very good stun deck. Um, or we may do a version where we mix it with them if we don't do that now. But we'll throw that down. I kind of like that idea. Just as we're kind of brainstorming. We'll just leave that one down there for the amazement stuff. We won't add any other amazement stuff at the moment, just so we got that in mind. That hey, we could mix that with something. If you control a normal summon or set monster, destroy all special summon monsters on the field until the end into the end of your next turn. After this card is activated, you cannot normal summon or set. Because most of mine are going to be, they're probably going to be special summon too, so that's probably going to hit most of mine though. Alright, so I think that's good for this page. Let's go to the next one, guys. Trying not to spend too much time on these. Most of these don't look familiar. Reveal your entire hand. Look at your opponent's hand and banish one card from the hand. I don't think we really need that. I want to focus on like destruction and things like that. Could go artifact. That'd be something maybe to. Yeah, we'll make a bunch of different versions of these decks, guys. Especially this one. I think that so far this is my favorite one out of the ones uh we've played so far. So I'm really liking this one. Target one monster in your graveyard. Special summon in defense position. Um, that's potential because we could maybe bring him back or bring her one of them back and use that to combo. So maybe let's try and get some destruction ones. Well, I've got a few for combo. Banish any number of cards. Wait, banish any number of cards from your extra deck face down and banish the same number of. Wait, that could be pretty good because we could keep them. We could stun. I like that. Let's toss that here. We could stun them. Maybe we don't even need an extra deck for this. Uh, uh, so that's debatable. That's gonna be good because we don't play anything. We could set this on their turn, make it where they can't play nothing from the extra deck, or they're basically it's they to the point where they can't do anything, especially with a lot of decks being heavy extra deck these days. So I kind of like that. That's a really good stun card, and then allow us to go would give us potentially another turn and allow us to combo and extend our current play. So I like that. That's definitely a potential card for the deck. All right, we don't need any of that. Your opponent. Ooh, I used to like this card. Um, this could be debatable. If we could figure them to like bounce them into like him, they're forced to attack and all like on the field is like him or something. I kind of like that could be something maybe. Maybe that's too wishful thinking, so that we may take that out. But I like the it'd be hilarious nonetheless. All right, so Blazing Mirror Force, what does this one do? When an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy as many attack position monsters your opponent controls as possible. And if you do, take equal half damage combined out of those monsters, then inflict that damage to your opponent equal to the damage you took. That's a potential card because we could burn them out of life points. Hurt us as well, but that could burn them out. We may just go with the standard Mirror Force. When an opponent's monster that was tributed declares an attack, it's too specific. Bottomless. Bottomless is good in generic, so that's always good to have. You want me to put in a Titan Decider? Titan Decider would be really good because Titan Decider reoccurs. So if they are playing something like that, Titan Decider would be good. We could negate it. Then if they bring out something else the following turn, then we could recycle it. So that's a potential card we could do. Let's do effect monster opponent controls. That's double. That's debatable, but we probably wouldn't use it. Let's see. None of them. Crush cards. These guys, they're all dark, aren't they, too? Yeah, you could go crush card in here. What are their attacks? 18, 16. I think these guys are weak, though. Yeah, you could use them, though. Yeah, because he respawns. So you could use it for him. He responds. Opponent takes no damage. At the end of turn, this card resolves. Also look at your opponent's hand and all monsters they control, and if they do for monsters 1500 or more. Potential. I like that. That's a good stun card too. Um, Alright. When opponent's monster sets exactly one monster and other cards, they're not. Most people don't set these days, so it's too specific. Declares an attack, banish all defensive monsters your opponent controls. That would be good if we had a way to force them all in defense, but let's see, monster 2,000 more attack. Look at your opponent's hand and all monsters they control, and they draw into attack. That could be good too. So that may be, if not, probably a good card to side. This would be pretty good too because we take no damage in the battle and we draw a card. Um, that's a good card too. They take damage. We need to get some destruction stuff though. Ooh, we could do that. I like the punishment because that would give us more extended plays and stuff we could use. Let's do the punishment. I like punishment because we could do that combo and get double destruction out of it. I like that. Where's attack shuffle monsters? Doesn't target. Doesn't. I kind of like that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about going for. I figured we just go through all of them so we can kind of get an idea of what's in here, of what normal trap cards are out there. Evenly would be a good one. Especially set it right if it's like our only card on the field or a few cards, something like that. That's a potential card. We'll put it down here. I like evenly matched. Evenly matched is very good in today's gameplay, so that would be good. We may end up main decking three of them, especially since it's very easy to get from the deck and just set it face down. So that'd be a good card for us. Let's see. I'm trying to go through these a little quicker, guys. Probably better if I just search for them, but here we go through everything just in case anything that I may have forgotten. That's a potential card. I think I want to stick with destruction instead of negates, though. Yeah, it's too risky. Ooh, I know we could put in here as Wabaku. Wabaku would be perfect because it's a normal trap card, and none of our stuff would be destroyed by battle. So we need to put Wabaku in here. And we take no battle damage too. So Wabaku's going in here. Because what I want to do is try and get both of them out, and that should keep them from attacking, and her out to protect them from card effects. Get them in a lock. Wabaku set face down some other stuff to stun. I like that. Let's do that. Or Imperm. Imperm would be good in here too. Alright, that. Good old magic. They go for OTK magic cylinder. The bottomless is good. That's too funny. There's the mirror force. Needle sealing as well. Ooh, or the non-aggression area I love. No one really plays this card anymore that I used to play. I would like that because it keeps them from summoning. Yeah, I like that. Let's throw that in there. I like to use some old school cards that I used to play back in the day. Nobody would expect that either. I'm really surprised they haven't banned that card after all these years. No one plays it. I guess that's why. Um, Alright, so we'll throw in the non-aggression area for a really heavy hit for stun. Ooh, you could even do reckless greeds in here to get them out fast and draw too. There's so many different things you could do with this deck. We'll definitely have to explore because there's like so many routes you could take with it. A ring of destruction. It's crazy, man. Or the good old Scarecrow. Reuse it to block one of their attacks consistently. Uh, yes, I think like that, double bottomless, mirror force. Yeah, I think we maybe go double storming. Double storming, we make it one actual mirror force. Yeah, I don't want them in the hand. Alright, I think the last two we'll put in will be the... So we could do Threatening Roar, which I mean, I guess Threatening Roar would work as well. I guess we do Threatening Roar instead, because Threatening Roar is technically better, because it can't enter the battle phase. It's an old school card I used to love to play too. So we could do that. Uh, Ice Dragon's Prison would probably be another good card in here too. We probably could put in. Eternal Tribute. What do we want to take out for Eternal Tribute? If anyone wants to declares an attack, you control to. It's to like limit those down. Okay. That. Alright, I think we do that. Uh, alright. Make sure that looks good. Anything on here that's hit? No. Alright, so I think we do. I think we got everything that we pretty much want, or that we want to test out. That. I really want to if we can find a way to put the evenlies in here. Okay, what's going on with the game? There we go. I'll try and go back to it. Where? There we go. Labyrinth. Let's do. There we go. I like that because it stuns. I don't know. Maybe we won't play the. I don't know. Maybe we side the imperms or something. So we go 3 evenly matched. I think two of them. I think maybe we run 3 of them instead of the mirror force. I think let's run 3. 3 of them, 2 of them, that. Alright. That looks pretty solid. So now we need extra deck. Let's do favorites. None of these guys are tuners or anything, right? Yeah. Alright, so let's do... we definitely want like 2 or 3 of them in there. Toss 3. What was it? This one they want to measure. Yeah, I need to find a way to put that in there too. I really want that. Maybe I take out the bottomless. Take out one of the bottomlesses. That way I have kind of some for every situation. Alright, most of them are the 4s, right? So it's gonna go around the 4. I like blowing up the boards. Let's go with that Zeus. Let's see. We'll put Duster in our side deck. That in case we need to stall or something, maybe we get a bad hand or something. We could potentially run Nibiru in here too. I think we'll take that out. Like I said, it's too wishful thinking. Do triple Nibiru. They're already protected. Reasoning may work. Because they have a bunch of different levels in here. They can still guess whichever one they, uh, guess the number they don't want to hit the field, essentially. The Titan Decider, I think it'd be a good one for us to... It says target, get rid of that. Throw in Titan Decider. Because I like it, because it recycles, so... Alright, trying to think what else we could throw in here for the side deck. Let's see if any of the trap trick cards may be generic. Because I don't know too much about trap tricks. Is it all of one? That's what I have a feeling. Let's see, how is it spelled? Here, let's filter this down to monsters. Oh, that's even better. Let's filter it to links and exceeds. Alright, no. We'll throw in Phoenix. Phoenix is always a good one to have. Griffin may be a possible for this deck, maybe. I could see him being pretty good. Trap, then RX. Okay, R. Oh, hope I could type. That's what I had, right? T-R-A-P. Okay, T. I missed the other T. P-T-R-I. Well, my finger keeps freaking slipping. There we go. Alright, so let's see. Mine are made with those aren't going to be generic 1. And that's made with the trap tricks monsters like I was afraid of. Any of these, there's 2/4s. Unaffected by. This card is unaffected by trap effects while it has X material. Trap tricks monster you control except. Cannot target monster control. Once per turn, you can detach this card and then send one whole normal trap card. Oh, that's playable in here. We could do that if needed. Because it's just 2 level 4s. Oh, this card's up by a trap. Affected by a trap, so once it has material, you can only use it. You can detach 2 materials from this card, special one for or a lower insect or plant, which basically just bring one of these guys back. If an opponent's monster leaves the field because of your card effect, and this card is now in the graveyard or banished, you can detach one card of this card and then target one. Not too care for that one. Alright, so we'll run with one of these. We'll play test it. Trying to think of anything else we could put in here. I think that's all I can think of at the moment. Let's do double Zeus. Let's see, we need to fill up the extra deck though, so let's do. I'm trying to think of any other cards that would be beneficial for us to use. What was the is it Pegasus PA? Fortunately, as usual, I can't spell. Here we go. And that's one of the ones that you can do right to bounce. This card's in the graveyard. You can target banish this card and target one much more control, shuffle it in the deck. Yeah. So we can do that for something to bounce if needed. In case that gets hits, maybe 2 of them or something. That unicorn. Alright, we just need 2 more cards for the extra deck. I'm trying to think of anything else that would be good in here. Let's see. Link, Exceed. Let's do. We'll leave the dark part off. Where is Fiend? There we go. Alright, let's do. We want ours. Probably 4s is going to be the best for us to do. Alright, we can throw in Griffin. See if we can get him out. Trying to think. I don't think any of these others are going to do anything. And your opponent's special one's a monster. You can detach one tier from this card, change that special monster to defense. We should keep it from attacking or anything, but we have better cards already than that. Just Nabuska would basically take care of that. We could go to that. I like that. For extended plays, maybe. Alright, I don't think it's too bad for us just throwing something together to see how the deck works, guys. I think that's a pretty good starting point. Alright, let's see how it actually does. Um, did you get Omega up, King, or are you still trying to get the your computer loaded up, man? See if we can get King to play against us or somebody, guys, so we can test out the deck and see how it does. Or I may have they still have on here. Do they still have? Yeah, you could do the OCG. I guess we could try it out in OCG uh, if King's not able to play, or someone, or if anyone else wants to play to test it out, because it is an OCG deck. Let's see. What are we not meeting for their ban list? Okay, they can only use one Zeus, so we took out the Zeus. That's fine. Um, just throw in an extra Phoenix. Okay, there we go. All right, so now the deck's legal. All right, we'll go ahead and try it real quick, and we'll try an OCG, guys. Our first time playing it. We'll see how it does to get some idea. Then, if he responds in chat, or we can play. Yeah, that's what we'll try, man. We can try it in casual or in ranked. Yeah, I guess technically, but all right, we'll see how we do first time playing the deck that we just threw together. So. If we can get somebody. Let's see. Oh wow, man, you're still getting to log on. Oh yeah, yeah, man, you definitely need a new computer, King. Oh, okay, all right. I'll move it to casual then. Gotcha. All right, let's see if we can get a matchup to test it out. It'll let me do it with me using the OCG deck. Oh, okay. I figured it wouldn't let me for okay. I don't know if it would let me with me using OCG cards. Oh, okay. Nice. All right, so we're gonna need this up because we're gonna need to read our card effects again. This is actually, I don't think, not a bad hand. I'm gonna get sword. All right, we're going to get Sword Soul, so we'll see how this deck does against Sword Soul. I'm not too sure how we'll do. So this is I guess a good, good or a bad matchup for us. Us testing out a deck going against one of the better meta decks. So those will definitely give us a good idea how decent our build is, guys. So Cool, man. I appreciate that, Pat. I didn't know you could do that. I figured since it was an OCG deck, I could only do it in the OCG. But I guess since it's just casual, I guess they got it where it doesn't matter. So that's cool. That way I can make it easier where I can test stuff going forward. So I appreciate that, man. All right, so let's go through and read our cards while they're doing that. If you activate 8/9, you can switch. Which I could do. I could do that, then play that, right? So that, then try and go for her. I've barely ever seen anyone play this one. It's the new one, isn't it? Yeah, it's the new one. What does this one do again? You can draw a card if your opponent's special one's a monster, except during the damage step. You can banish one of those. Inflict 1200. Okay. Yeah, I can imagine. Draw. Alright, which one is this one? Quick, I can send this card from here to the graveyard. Discard. Hmm. Yeah, I'm still at the early parts of the game, man. So yeah, I'll try and stream more Elden Ring. I've got to get uh, some sort of list up and things like that, or how or I'm gonna do things. So I think what we do, I think we go with this, but he gets to keep 2 cards though. That's what I don't like. But the only really because I could keep that and that. I really want that gone though. If you activate 8/9, I'll trap card. Yeah, if I had my other one, I may need to put more of them in here. So I think we go. I don't know, I think we go just straight evenly, right? Let me just go straight even. I was gonna set that first, but I really want that back row gone because we don't know what it is. So, because he's gonna just keep that anyway, more than likely. So it makes the most sense. I don't remember. Oh, okay, I missed that part. Oh dang, our labyrinth triggered. Okay, well, let's do this then, because I think we do need 2 of her instead of the one that we were running, because she protects them from everything. That's really what we. It was cool. We were gonna be getting him out though. I don't know. Maybe we can add it. Oh no. Let's try it again with another one copy of her. Yeah, yeah, you up and quit. So yeah, we didn't get a chance to finish testing it out, unfortunately. We had a pretty solid hand too. Okay, okay. All right, guys, let's go on the next and see if we can actually do something on this one. I think we'll still, I don't know, we'll still go second. For this deck, it's probably more of a going first deck, but we really could do either or. We only have two in the deck. We drew both of them. What are the odds? Oh, we're playing Ice Barrier. I ain't seen Ice Barrier in a long time. All right, going for Marincess. Okay. All right, cancel. Let's do it. Oh, actually, I do need to use this. We'll wait till you. Well, yeah, I probably should go ahead and do it. Ah, maybe that's what it's meant to be. Yeah, let's go ahead and actually use it. When a monster declares an attack, and there's no way no one attacking. Uh, okay, yeah, I think we. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and set that, and have one in hand. Banished in your graveyard. Yeah, we already put one of them in there, which is the other one. So, and that will go there once I play that. So it means I can play that, and then I can just reset that use on his turn. That's not too bad. Okay, so now I understand what that card is for. It's meant to use during your. It's meant if you end up having to go second. So this deck really can you can really go first or second. Probably better to go first with it, with how it plays. But even if you happen to go second, that's kind of your backup to go ahead and set something to get something going. So good deal. That's actually a better card than I originally thought it was. So I see the point of it in the deck now. I probably wouldn't run more than maybe two at most still. So right now we're just running the one. So Hope we didn't run out of time. That's what I'm worried about at the moment. So we can actually play. Yeah, he's probably gonna let the time run out. Well, guys, those ways look. See if we can get another one that we can actually see what the deck does, or guess can do. I guess would technically be the way to look at it. Yeah, there's gonna let the time run out. Well, I guess on the bright side, we're 2-0. uh, we're 2-0 with it. uh, that's too funny. All right, we'll see if we get someone that actually will actually duel us, so we can see more of what it can do, though. Probably. I mean, my card decks aren't that long. Choose this one. You can send this card from hand or field to the graveyard. Just discard and set one Labyrinth switch up from hand or field. If a monster leaves the field by a normal trap, one card in the graveyard. You can do that. We already have that one there, right? So yeah. You can activate this normal trap. This one does what? I wonder if you could abuse both of them or no. I think I'm just gonna set that instead. Alright. I think we'll wait. So I can play it anytime, right? Yeah, I can play it anytime, so we'll wait. Right? Oh man. Alright, let's see what we're playing against. He's got a bigger card deck, and it's got barely any extra deck. That's where he's only playing 6 cards for the extra deck, so that's really confusing. And curious at the same time. But I should have set the other one. I'm curious if you can double it, because that would be cool. So you could um, double summon both cards from deck. So I do really need to test that. I think I can, but I'm just curious because the card wording, because it says you can't special summon anything else from the deck, but it kind of clones the card. So I wonder if it'd be the same as like if you chain 2 of them at the same time, kind of thing. Maybe that's what the card's meant to do, is to basically get out your boss monsters from the deck. All right, now we can see how the deck works. There we go. Dude, I actually like this. I'm going to enjoy playing. I'm definitely building this once this comes out. That's not bad at all. Dude, why I keep drawing the field spell so much? That's crazy, man. What's her other effect? Alright, once per turn, you can target one normal trap in your graveyard, set it to your field, but you cannot but cannot be activated unless you control a fiend monster, which obviously I do. If a monster leaves the field by normal trap effect, you can. Okay, cool. So let's set back. Dude, this deck's gonna be ridiculous. Because I can just respam the others. Oh, I'm really good. Yeah, I'll definitely work on this deck, guys. I can tell you I can definitely do something with this. Like the combo that we just did, I love it already. And we can definitely improve that. So he gets extra 400 attack points for every trap card in the grave, and she protects all of our cards. Your opponent cannot activate monster card effects in response to the activation of our normal trap cards. So that basically we can go through and spam our traps. uh, so yeah, that's crazy. All right, we're done. Main phase 2. All right, we'll end our turn with that. Let's do, and we got to figure out the deck. I think we need, is it her? Yeah, we need her. She has 21 defense, so we bring her out from the deck. Her effects triggers. So I thought that was her that's triggering, but okay. Um, we'll chain her to castle. So I kind of messed up. I thought we were using the her effect, but it's want me to destroy a card. So that was my bad for mislooking at that. What does this one do? You can set one of your. Oh yeah. Set 2 of your spawn trap cards that are banished in the deck. If you control a fiend monster. Dude, I'm really liking this deck. Heck yeah. I'm starting to see the importance of the quick effect ones in hand. You do have to be careful though, because if they happen to negate it, though, you're negative 2 cards. That's the downside, but the deck does recycle, so that I mean, I guess at the end of the day, you kind of break even. Nonetheless, you break even or go positive. If they have nothing, you're positive. If they do have something, you know at least chance of breaking even if you can continue to combo. What do we have? We have 2 of them, yeah, so it's good. All right, cards to set, dude. This is so crazy. So I want to set non-aggression area, and then I want to set that. Dude, that's so ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. We're playing. I need to put 3 of these in here. That is ridiculous. Because I can get that from the dude. That's so crazy. Okay, I've got to better understand how the deck works. This is why I like building the pure versions like this, guys. So I better understand why the deck works. Because just from this one duel, I understand how the entire deck is meant to be played now. Even more than I thought when we were building the deck. I hate I screwed up and blew up our monster, but it's all good. That's crazy, so I can stop them. What does he have? Is he only just let the time run out? That's crazy, man. Can you, question is, can you return two of these? Can you return itself? Target two, your card, they're banished, to the deck. If you control a monster, accept. Okay, yeah, so you can do it, accept itself. Okay. I think, I don't know, two, three may be too many, but I think we may have it right at two. That's crazy though, man. That's that's such a huge plus. He's gonna let the time run out, man. That's crazy. But that's a good showcase of the deck, guys, of what the deck does and how it works for everyone that's tuning in. Because we definitely did a good showcase of that. We'll have to figure out maybe what to do with the extra deck. That's the only thing I'm unsure of. I think we've got it kind of. I think how most people would play it. It's kind of like stun and a little backup stuff if needed. But yeah, I like that. That was pretty good. Uh, let's keep it going. I feel we need to do something maybe to speed it up or increase the stun power is probably what we need to decide what we're going to go with next. So it's more competitive. But overall, I think this is a really good. That last duel, I really was a really good showcase of, so you guys could see how the deck works. But I definitely will be. Uh... All right, let's see if we can go into the next one, guys. But yeah, I'm liking this deck. This is a very fun deck to play. Uh, it's not, it's not too like right. It's not too OP. At least the way we have it built currently, right? It's not too OP. It's kind of a fair deck. Uh, and it does a lot of different stuff too. So I'm liking it so far. And it'll probably be a pretty cheap deck to build once the cards come out too. All the expensive stuff is going to be pretty much whatever else the other trap cards and stuff like that, and extra deck and stuff like that that you're mixing with it. That's going to be the most, the expensive stuff. Everything else is going to be, pretty cheap. All right, we'll go on to the next one, guys. I don't know if we scared everyone out of casual with the deck. I'm like, well, dang, we just threw it together. But yeah, I think we may need to run. I don't think it'll let me click on it when I'm in there. Yeah. Maybe one more of the main chick. We may have to run a second copy of her. I'm debating on that because once you get her out, they're able to keep cycling the trap cards a lot quicker. We'll see if we'll get another game, guys. Maybe a bit. Yay, we got a game. Dude, what's up with us getting the field spell so much in hand? We've drawn the field spell, I think, like every, what, 4 games? This is what, our 4th duel with the deck? I think we've drawn them all 4. And I think, what, two or three of those we drew double in hand like we did in this one. Let's see. Alright, so he's playing the Magistry. I ain't seen this deck in a while. Pat used to play it for quite a bit. Let's see, which one is this dude? Let's go ahead and do that, because I know we can get out negates and things like that. He's gonna go and waste Call by the Grave. Okay. That's fine with me. That keeps him setting it face down and us having to worry about it being something else. He's gonna go for Totally Awesome. Yeah, Totally Awesome. Mm-mm. You can play them both, right? Yeah. Fantastic. So when after he negates it. We're gonna evenly match him again. He didn't see that coming. Last time I checked, they all had trigger effects on scores. Wait, why did her effect not activate? This card is a normal summon from her hand or set in the field using special 1/4 or free monster. Evenly matched wouldn't have anything to do with that. I wasn't sure. I think it's just special summons, right? Yeah. Huh. I don't know, man. I don't know why she didn't trigger. Maybe that's what happened with the other one. Maybe that's why I got confused. Maybe she didn't trigger either. That's gonna suck if the main 2 level 4 monsters effects don't work yet, because we haven't really played them other than that one time. I bet you that's gonna be the issue. We're probably gonna lose this one. This is not really much of a comeback deck, and he's got Enforcer on the field. We really need Hurt Effect to go through. Yeah, it's gonna be game. We'll set it. Yeah, I think that's what's wrong, guys. I think that's maybe why I made that mistake last time too, because when I thought her effect was activating, but her effect at the other one the other level 4. We'll have to see if we get another game. That's the first time we've summoned her, but I don't think the other level 4 when we played her either triggered. I think the other one's effect that worked was the 2 boss monsters we played. I don't think, unless I missed it on the text. I mean, oh, hand. Oh, okay, my bad. That's what happens when you do too much. I'm too out of it. I'm trying to think, is there a trap that cycles? Oh, layer of darkness. Discard. We'll go ahead and play it. Let's see. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and do that. Send bottomless. Bottomless. Set that. Uh, Once cards in the graveyard, you can let back to hand. No, we don't want to trigger him. Okay. Field spell. We almost have enough. Well, if I technically did. If I did that, I couldn't play that though. Okay, cool. She triggers. Well, I can't play it because he already tributed it. I think we try and go that route. Alright, I think we set, and we end. Alright, we get a token, which will defend us. Alright, so go back to him. Alright, I was going to tribute the token. They're going to go to that as soon as possible. She would be really good in here. Kind of do like what he's doing, but mix it with us. Try you could tribute their boss monster, set one of their cards, something like that. That may be an interesting thing for us to try and go for. We have like one for now. I'm gonna try and use both. We'll try and see. I'm curious if this play will work that I've got in mind. So let's see. I've already used that, so she can't reuse it again. So we're gonna go ahead and trigger our trap. We're gonna go and bring her out. Let's go and get rid of that. What does this do? Oh, yeah. Okay. Did I miss where I could play? I guess I missed that, so I definitely messed up. Ah, it's only one of them. I need the other one there. All right, good deal. Um, why didn't we get to? I'm so confused. Shuffle them into the deck, then if you... Oh, I don't control a fiend monster. Okay. Dang, man. Well, I should have saved that. Alright, we're gonna end. So yeah, we definitely have a few things we obviously need to fix up, which is what I was afraid of. It's not quite fast enough to keep up with everything else at the moment. So yeah, it's gonna be a game. We're gonna lose in this one too. Yeah, and he just destroys our trap, so I mean... But yeah, I'll work on this deck, guys, and try and improve it even better. Uh, but I definitely like it, though. I'm really looking forward to these coming out. She may be a good one for this deck, too, that we could use. So it gave me an idea. His deck's kind of like ours. His is more consistent, though, which is why I won. So we may take some of that and move it into here. We may limit the field spell. I think we'll go ahead and probably take that down to 2, because I keep getting them too many times in hand. Like most of the, like what I would say, maybe not quite half our duels, or maybe close to half of our duels. We got at least like 2 in hand, like first turn every time. So I think we'll leave that to 2. I think 2 is right for these. Uh, you definitely want to play 3 of these. So we're playing 3 of them. All right, let's try and set another one of them here. Do that. All right, let's try and do one more, and then I think we'll end the stream there, guys, so I can work on some videos and stuff, and then actually eat, because I haven't ate today. After this. But we're at a good start for this deck. I like where it's at right now. It's at a good beginner phase where I can try and think what else we can do to kind of amp it up, make it a little faster and a little more consistent. Okay, okay. Oh, he's got a Halo 3, so that's nice. Alright, so I'm gonna go trade in. We're going against Dragon, so we're probably playing Blue Eyes or Galaxy. Yeah, definitely Soak, definitely. Which one is this one again? You can send this card from your hand or the graveyard. Alright, he's gonna tribute his dragon. I guess he's gonna pull. Or maybe he's doing it from hand. Okay, I guess we'll see. He traded one for another one. Okay. Draw. Alright, good deal. Go and activate our trap. Alright, good deal. Alright, what does he do? Okay, cool. I don't play with the cards from the extra deck, so that doesn't bother us. Once per turn, you can try one truck on your graveyard and set it. So I could just reset that face down, right? Yep. So I probably really don't need three of them. We probably could limit these probably down to two instead of three, but I just like drawing it. We've got a lot of ways to get it out, so we may can limit that to find something else to put in here, or maybe we keep it at three. We'll have to play around and find out what's best. You can send one. You can send one trap card from your hand, or set the field to the graveyard. Special summon one foil or fiend monster in your deck in defense. So I could do. Let's do that. Let's try and see how the deck works because we haven't tried this play yet. So let's get rid of that. All right, let's do because we could bring any of them out that we want. I'm gonna bring her out. Alright, then we'll get to add to our hand. Let's go and get the field spell. Alright, and then we'll set the other. Let's go and get rid of that. They're both 18. We could clash, but I'm just gonna keep it on our side of the field for now. Alright, we'll pass it back to them, guys. I think we'll save that. We'll save it for just a few moments just to see what they do. We don't want to play it too soon. See what we got. Two of them, one of their traps engraved, and the other one face down that we can just recycle with it. Ooh, you know what actually would be good in here? Foolish Barrel Goods. Is you could get her out, and then Foolish Barrel Goods, whatever trap you want from the deck, and then just bring it back with her. And then I think was what, the clock or whatever, then you could play it that turn. Dude, that's actually a pretty sick combo. Well, I'll probably add that in here. Because I think getting her out is probably more of the key of the deck. Getting her out, using it's the clock or whichever one that lets you play the ones that turn their set. Uh, and then go in from there, and then of course just recycling all of it. So yeah, we'll wait till he does something. So we're sitting pretty good at the moment, so I'm gonna wait till they attempt to do something. What does this one do again? If a monster you control. Okay. We'll let that go through. Let's go ahead and knock that out. Alright, then we get to special summon. Let's do... wait, so... That... I'm trying to figure out what want me to activate all these cards. This card is most person you can have on your hand if it's field. Oh, I can draw a card. So she draws. Hang on. She draws. When your opponent cannot activate response to the LO, you can only turn. You can target one. Okay, so I can destroy a card they control as well. And then for him, you can only set it on his turn. You can set one or trap card when an attack is and canceled. Cards are set. Set. Dude, that's ridiculous. That's how the deck's meant to work, is like that, and then let the move that we did with the previous duel. That's ridiculous. Yeah, we've about got it there. There's a few minor adjustments we need to make, but the last duel and this duel definitely really shows off uh, how this deck works and how it flows very quick, and it's very easy for you to swarm the board and swarm with trap cards along with the board too. So. You got rid of our field spell, that's fine. We still got another one. And he removed our trap from play that we could keep swarming, but I've got another one in hand. Well, another one face down to you, so. Dude, how many of those is he playing? Oh, it's the same two? Okay, he's been cycling those two like crazy. Okay, so he's gonna go Romulus, go Wyvern, Ravine. Alright, pull the other Wyvern. Alrighty, so I went dragon. I'm trying to think what he does from here. What, he links 3 into something else? I don't really think he has any plays at this point. Alright, so links goes link 3. What does he do again? I think he does. I don't think he does anything right. You can get that division. This card attacks to the main phase. You contribute this card target to a link to a lower monster in your grave, special summon. You can special summon 1/4 lower dragon monster from your hand. Oh, he's a forced to attack Archfiend, guys. So he can't attack any of the smaller ones. He has to attack Archfiend. So I think as soon as he noticed that, that's why he ended battle phase. He knows that's the only thing he could attack into, which he would have to commit suicide. So that's why that was out of the question for him. Yeah, that's why I need a second one of those in here. I don't think we have a way to bring them back. Do we have a way to bring them back from remove from play? Um, you can activate one normal trap that was set this turn. Not gonna only play the one, but yeah. I think we go the other one. Archfiend. Set. I'll set that. From the ground dragon. Gee, with these stupid dragons. Steve, this card special summon Larry Dragon monster. How do we want to do this? This card is normal summon. You someone on trap for here. Yeah, I could special summon the other one. Yeah, let's do. Which was I thinking of going for? This card you can send in a graveyard, then you can set one Labyrinth. I don't care about that. Yeah, you can send this card from your hand. If you have graveyard, discard one. There we go. Alright, that. Oh, that's right. Why would they build them and not make an extra deck for them? Yeah, when it locks you into that. We're good with our back row stuff. I'm happy with that. Turn to the deck. Cards to set. We will set Threatening Roar. And we will set that. Alright, we're setting really big on trap cards now. Especially on the graveyard, you can enter it. I don't get how he brought them out, though. Doesn't he destroy cards? Yeah. I don't think he thought that through. That gave us more attack. I mean, get rid of the cards that protect us. The Storm Mirror first. We can't play this turn. I don't think so. Last time we had the other one that we should have brought the other monster out. They let us play them, but he's forced to attack him. So I guess he didn't read Archfiend's effect. He's forced to attack him. So there's still nothing he can do. So that is crazy, man. So I want to trap from. He has what, 3? How do you want to do this? Wait, what's the other one? Hang on. I could do that, then have that for backup. So yeah. All right, then unicorn. Turn to the deck. All right, good deal. We'll end our turn with that. We probably could have stalled that out if we wanted to, but I just felt like getting rid of it. So all right, he's removed from play all of our high level ones, unfortunately. So all we have left are the little ones to play. Most of the little ones are all in the graveyard too. Yeah, all 3 of her are here, 2 of her here. But no, wrong card. That's fine though, I guess. Just make sure he ends his turn. Might as well since I accidentally clicked on it. It's not what I had planned, but that'll work. So yeah, maybe I do need to put a second one of her in here. Because she is kind of the main card that gets you going too, so... Yeah, I was afraid he was going to do that. Let's go Monster Born. Where did that come? I swear there wasn't one of them in there. Maybe it was what was in his hand that he discarded. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know how we beat this. Oh, well, I guess that works too. What does he do again? Scores normal summon, you can equip one level of dragon from scores unaffected by other monsters' effects while equipped to this card. Okay. There we go. Alright. Let's try and take things back over. Guessing you didn't see that one coming. Veen, get rid of that. Okay. This is definitely our most back and forth duel with this deck so far, guys. He's trying to so I can keep cycling him again. Alright, what does this one do? You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard and set one Labyrinth. See, the problem is I don't have any. She's the only one left. Yeah, man, we can do one after this one, and we'll end the stream with that. You can. I'm trying to see if there's a way for us to come back from this, guys. I don't think there is. You can discard this card while you control a Labyrinth. I think we go with that. Alright, we're gonna go with that. Attack, at least hit him with 18, so we're doing some damage. Alright, we'll end our turn. That. I'm trying to think what we have left in the deck. Pretty much all of our monsters are gone at this point, except for the except for what we other than what her on the field that we have that's 18. All we have left are the little quick effect ones. Okay. Draw. No, we're actually gonna summon this out. Let's see if we can come back from this, guys. I don't think he has anything. I think he's outplayed all of his best stuff at this point. Just about like us, he's gotten rid of all of our best stuff too, so all we have is very... Basically what we have on the board is what we have left, attack-wise. Because this deck only has, what, four? Yeah, four monsters with basically attack points that you can do battle with. So... He already used the... Okay, good, he did. Just making sure. Yeah, it's remove from play. Okay. 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 I guess all his deck's meant to do is just swarm with them. He probably's got some OTK stuff that he's running, probably. No, he has five-headed God Dragon Zeus. I forgot since we removed them all, we could see what he has. So, we'll keep in hand. All right, we'll go battle. Won't quite be game. Discard from you can discard this card this turn when I control. And I think we leave them there. We'll end turn. Down to 950. Alright, I think we don't risk anything here. I think I just attack. I think we just attack here. Alright, we'll try and attack with her for a game. Opponent, try one monster in your graveyard, special summon in defense position. Okay. Alright, and attack for game. Oh. That was a close one, guys. Oh man. Alright. Yeah, I think we put one more of her in the deck. I think we do that. Uh, I think we actually take that out. Foolish. I think we throw in Foolish Burial Goods. Alright. Alright guys, we'll dual Pat with, I think we'll use this deck against Pat and we'll call it a night after this one. Let's see. Okie dokies. See if he's using the Mystery Rune deck again or something else. He's using something with the adventure stuff, which could be pretty much be anything. So, some people got that package mixed into a lot of different decks. We may want to go ahead and do this. Which one is this one? No. Okay, cool. We didn't get the best of hands, so we may limit the. Oh no. Alright, so he's got the Griffin. He's got that mixed with Despia. Oh, this one's gonna be a hard one for us. Alright. Alright, it's gonna set that. Alright, we need to draw something really good. Return. Draw. Okay, okay. So not first you can send one Labyrinth card from your deck to your deck. Yes, I think we summon her. Let's see, still got two back row that we don't know. If he added that, the other one probably one's the branded in red for him to fusion. Um, Duster. Okay. Alright, so he's gonna play the branded fusion. Him, I'll go for that. Then he's gonna go Dragoon. Yeah, it's gonna be game. See if we can we'll swap some of those out. I'll go into the next one. Alrighty, well. There's really nothing we can draw here. Not that I can think of, at least. We got a real bad hand on this one, unfortunately. Try and play what we have. Alright, that's good. That went through. Alright, so... Um... Activate our trap card because we use the clock earlier so we can play it the first turn that it's set. Alright, I'm going to get rid of that, so that way if he does have the fusion, it's going to limit what he can do. He's going to flip her down too, unfortunately. Nope, that's all we can do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got to find something to make it faster, because a decks like this, it's way too fast for us to play against stuff like that. No, we don't want to activate that. We have a grave. All right, we'll go in the next one. I think we're gonna have to do the yeah, take that out for that. Duster. All right, thanks, Soak. You enjoy the rest of your night as well, man. Let's do. Trying to think how we win this one. I don't have to have that. I have to have those. All right, I think we do that. We balance it. All right. All right, good deal. All right, let's see what we can do. Oh. You can send this card from your hand out of the graveyard and discard one card set. And I could set it. Probably go with that, then that. Oh no, it's kind of risky though. think we do. I think we go this. Yeah. All right. Um. Mm, that's not how I wanted to do that. I was hoping to let me chain it. um, I should just went what I was gonna do. Um, that's probably the wrong one for that, but oh well. All right, there we go. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's game. That's what I'm saying. We gotta find some way to make it faster. Because a deck like that, you just had it's been easy for you to combo and have resources. I'm really surprised they didn't make something for the extra deck. That's really what the deck is missing. And something for the extra deck. Because it locks you, I think, just into playing them. Yeah, see, I can't play that. Well, um, wait, how is that not? I don't understand why I can't play that. Which one I wouldn't get the other cards anyway, but. Oh, now it lets me play it. No, there's no point. Alright, there we go. That was a quick one. All right, good game, man. Like I said, I'll have to work on it and figure out how to make the deck faster because against deck like that, this deck's it's way too slow at the moment. So I have to figure out something we could do to speed it up. I think I need to limit that down and actually put two of these in. That will help. I think some. Um, all right, that's pretty good for today, guys. We'll go ahead and stop here. Stream a little longer than right. Yep, yep. But we'll stop here, guys. I streamed a lot longer than I planned to today, but yeah, if you guys like streams like this, I'll do more like this with this playing a bunch of new decks, building them on stream, and then playing them and kind of fixing them up. We've got this one pretty solid. We just need something to give it that extra push speed wise, or give it the extra. We either need extra speed or we need to go extra stun. Uh, so we need to figure out. I need to go to the drawing board and kind of figure out the extra deck too. I just kind of tossed a bunch of stuff in here because I didn't want to spend too long building it. So we need to figure out that and an extra deck for the deck and kind of a legit side deck for the deck as well. But we've got it pretty decently built where it's functional. We can play with it and all that good stuff. And it's been pretty solid against all the duels that we played because we did what 6 or 7 duels? Yeah, they're all fiends. Yeah, man, they're all fiends. They're all dark fiends. Yeah. Um, I can't think of it. Most of them would be like, one thing I could think is like continuous cards. Like I thought about putting in summon limit or something like that, but I would have to hard draw them since they're continuous. Or, oh yeah, that still goes like to that as well. Yeah, like warlords or summon limit, something like that. The downside is that you have to hard draw them though, because the normal spells I can just add add from deck to set field or add from hand. Yeah, Nick. Pat's posting in chat. I don't know if you can see Pat's message or not, or messages. But yeah, man, I'll figure something out. I thought about putting stuff like that in, but like I said, the only downside is you have to hard draw them. I could do that, but then we'd have to shape up more of the trap cards and stuff that we use. Yeah, I thought about that too. Uh, to help kind of pull, the trap cards or stuff like that. But we'll figure it out. We'll play it again on stream next week, guys, and see if we can get it a little bit better. We played pretty solid with it today, uh, and the matchups that we got. So we'll see what we can do to try and get the deck definitely to the next level. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, take a break, and eat and relax for a bit, and then try and work on the videos for this channel here and the second channel that I post video games on and get some stuff like that going. But I will see you guys next Friday and Saturday. You guys have a good night. Take care and stay safe. And I will see you guys then. I appreciate you guys joining in. Yeah, I'm just running the two for now.